Hello, welcome aboard. Nigel with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench. Pack 48 now of this Lancaster build from Hachette. And as you can see, we've got the magazine here, we've got the box with the parts inside. And we know from looking on the back of the magazine from pack 47 that these are ammo chutes. So I've got the rear end of the fuselage here to my left ready to go. That's a bit crushed. Hopefully the parts will be okay. But as usual, we'll have a look at the magazine. So, pack 48. And on here we have all the contact details for Hachette and everything, and we can see the prototype model there, and that's the contents of the kit. So we've got the rounds all nicely painted there in their bronzy brassy colour. So I'm not sure if we're going to actually fit these or not. Yes, we are. So there we go, we can see those. So that's it there, you can see the whole fuselage assembly here with those chutes fitted in. Ammunition facts. Ammunition for the 4 rear Browning 303 machine guns is stored in 4 boxes to the aft of the wings in the main body of the Lancaster. They are positioned here because when full they are heavy, and in this position they are close to the centre of gravity. Yes. Here we go. Right, Mickey the Moocher. There is some uncertainty about the exact number of missions flown by this ton at Lancaster, but current estimates put the figure at 120. I think you can build that one from the border model kit, can't you? I think. I can't remember now. But I've got a feeling if you do, it's inaccurate because it would not have the side windows here, I don't think. I don't think it's got the side windows, E176. So there we go. So in total, E6 is likely to have flown around 120 sorties during its combat career, which lasted from July 43 to November 44. There we are. Going over the page. Luftwaffe in Norway, April, May 1940. There's a Stuka. Look, we all know how much I love a Stuka. Yes. A British anti-aircraft battery in Norway. Only 9 Luftwaffe aircraft were shot down by Allied anti-aircraft fire during the campaign, compared to 35 shot down in aerial combat. So it just shows you there that the ground defences weren't as effective as the air defences. So, here we go. And then in our next magazine, next issue, we're going to be getting the tail wheel. I may well do that in this video, so I don't know at the moment because obviously this is all live. To me it's live, it's not to you. But if this only lasts a couple of minutes, then we'll go on and do 49 as well. So we're going to open our box as usual. I'll leave the instructions here. I'm not going to bother putting the light on because there's no detail work going on here, is there? Not today. So we've got a box open there. Oh, we've got these chutes in there, and they are made of like a vinyl sort of material. They're flexible, so we've got left and right. So that's cool. I think they should be silver. I don't think they should be black. But I'm not going to repaint them because I don't know of a paint that will stick to them. So take the port ammunition duct 48B. So that one is 48B. No, it's not. That one is 48B. We're going to remove that. There's a gate there, you can see there's a big sprue gate. I am going to put the light on so that I can see what I'm doing, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use my new God hand nippers and come in really nice and close and cut that off. I'm going to cut that one off as well. There we go, that's better. That's still not. Do it the other way up. Get right in on there and cut it off. We've got a big one on there, look, we've got a great big one. So we're getting nice and tight, cut that one off. Oops, that was a location peg I've just cut off. Duh. We've got another one there. That was very stupid of me, wasn't it? Still, it's just going to be glued into position. So there we go. So we're going to take the rear fuselage. Now remember, I used to do revisited videos where I repainted everything, but I haven't done any of those for a while because there's been nothing worth redoing. So we can see here we've got the seat and everything there repainted, we've got the tanks repainted, all this interior green is redone, the toilet is redone, this is all redone. So as you can see, it's a little bit different from what they supply. So that's why I call it revisited. Okay, so what they're telling us to do is to fit this duct Take the port ammunition duct and the main aircraft assembly, identify the fixing points for part 48B. A tab at the front fits in a socket in the ammunition box 16E. A peg fits into a hole in the floor, which I cut off on the other side. And a tab at the end fits in a slot in the front edge of the tailplane support. So this one's going to go into there. It's a very, very snug fit. It doesn't even want to go in. This is the problem often with these vinyl parts. They push in and then they pop straight back out again. I think that's exactly what's happening here. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a drop of super glue on here, okay, behind the hole, and then we'll push this down in. In fact, before we push that in, I'm going to find a clamp. Will a closed peg reach? Yes, just by the look of it. So what we're going to do is put that in there. You can see it really does not want to go in and stay in. This is the problem with vinyl parts. It's not a slant on Hachette. It's all vinyl parts are the same. I don't like them. I really don't. That's not going to work. Okay, what I'm going to do, I am going to cut down this vinyl tab so that it's thinner, which I can't do. I'm going to cut some off the end. So we use these god hands. Just take some off the end like that to try and thin it down. As you can see, it just does not want to stay in there. It just wants to keep, because it's a vinyl material, it's spongy, it just wants to keep, it's springing itself back out. Might be easier to open up the hole in here. Make sure your fingers aren't in front of the knife. Yeah, that's not good. That is not going in there at all. Okay, no option but just cut the stupid bloody tab off, and then we'll just glue it down. So what I'll do, don't need my glue, I'll use this, and I'm going to grab a bottle of CA accelerator, and what I'm going to do is put a drop of accelerator on here. Okay, and then a drop of glue on there. A decent drop of glue on there. And then I'm going to push this down onto there, and it should weld in place pretty much instantly. See how much easier that is? Just cut the stupid tab off. Then we've got, you see now that's going to go into there. The whole thing is too short. Oh dear. You can see it's too short. It's supposed to drape down like this on an angle. If I put my finger on there, you can see it's not even reaching the back end, and if I pull it taut, so that one goes in there, it just looks ridiculous. Wow, that was good, wasn't it? Is this one the same? This one seems better, but they're the same length. That's a bit weird. Again, I'm going to cut open this slot. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on this one. I'm going to put some super glue on here, and then I'm going to put some accelerator on there, and then push that down in. I'm going to use the back of the tweezers. Just hold that down in there. That should be glued in pretty much straight away. And I think what we're going to have to do here is cheat. So I'm going to cut that peg off of that one as well. And what we'll do is we'll glue that down like that. And then even if the rear door is open, you're not going to see that. You're not going to see where it's going. So we'll just glue it to the side here. So what I'm going to do here is, let's get that bit of plastic off of my glue applicator. Where's a rag? So I'm going to put some super glue on here. Okay, and just hold that in place and let it drape, sort of how it looks naturally, if that's the right word to use in ammunition. I'll put a drop of accelerator on there, purely for speed. Okay, now this side, we removed the peg, didn't we? Now if I hold that in there, as you can see, it's all too taut, isn't it? Oh. These ammunition things are too short, guys. So what I'm going to have to do here is glue that in. Okay, put some glue in that hole, and then I'm going to grab the accelerator. So we're going to hold that in there. Let the accelerator do its thing, if it's actually ever got in there. Oh, come on. It's bloody wonderful, isn't it? Don't you just love all this quality stuff? Quite why they couldn't put some sort of, you know, a pin so you push it through and it locks in, I don't know. Let's try again. Nope. Put something from the back, maybe that'll work. I don't know. Nope, nothing's working. It just won't bloody glue. There you go, finally at last. God dear. Right, so we've got that one there which is now unstuck itself, which is wonderful. As you can tell, I'm having lots and lots of fun here with this. It's great. So we'll put that down on there. And then I'm going to put some accelerator on it. Oh, God's sake. I don't quite know how they've managed to, these two pieces of vinyl have got 2 whole pages of instructions. I'm just going to leave that for an hour, and all I'm going to do here, I'll do it off camera, I'm going to glue that one up to the side, or I'll just leave it hanging and let it sit in the bottom of the fuselage because you're not going to see it anyway. Now this here, if I glue that down there, it's going to be too tall, but there should be a step going here, so we'll just let that sit under the step. But on the whole, it's not very good, is it? Yeah, that's really not gluing there. It's almost like it just doesn't want to stick. So I'll have to try a different super glue. I think maybe the VMS doesn't want to work with this vinyl material, although it's stuck up there lovely, isn't it? So I don't really know what's going on. Just get that glue off of there. So yeah, have fun with yours, guys, or just leave them out. Maybe they'll come back and give us some longer ones. We're certainly getting a lot of corrections here, aren't we? What I'm going to do, I'm going to try this while I'm on camera. I'll try this. This is the VMS, that's the wrong bottle. VMX Flexi 5K for PE. Let's see if this one works. This is a clear, thicker type glue. So I'm going to put a drop of that on there. And then just sit that down on top. Drop of accelerator and see if that does the trick. It feels like it's better anyway. But as you can see, there is that's not going to reach that rear bulkhead. It's a good sort of 8mm away. Yeah, that's better. That's held. So what I can do now, I know that this works. I can put a drop of this on here, which is not correct, but I've got no other choice. I can stick that to the side there. Just bloody sit down. And then get some accelerator on it. That brush has had it. So if we take the top off the fuselage, look down in, it's going to look awful. But if we have an open door on the side, I could always make a piece of plastic or something and add it in there. But it is what it is, guys. So there we are. That's our, you can see that's way too tight, and if we pull that down on there, you can see it looks bloody ridiculous. It's supposed to be, you know, loose. It's not supposed to be taut. So there we are, and they're still stretching it out. Anyway, there we go, guys. That's been pack 48. I was going to do 49 as well, but I'll come back to it tomorrow or something. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.